Good morning, and welcome back to the cabin once again. So, I am celebrating my 1 year on YouTube with getting serious about this whole cabin thing and bringing it out for you guys to see. So today we're going to celebrate, and then what we're going to do is kind of walk through what my plan is for the rest of the year here on YouTube. I've got some really exciting projects I'm hoping to get to. So what we're going to do is I bought this beautiful tomahawk steak. And it's early morning. I'm going to cook that tomahawk steak up for breakfast in the fireplace, and I'm probably not going to cook anything else with it. It is a huge chunk of meat, and it's probably most likely more than I can eat just the piece of meat alone. So I'm just going to fire up the fireplace and cook that steak in there, and then we're going to reminisce about what my plans are for the year. I've really got some exciting projects that I want to work on, and I want to kind of give you a glimpse into what to expect for the upcoming year. So first off, let's get some firewood cut up, get inside, and get a fire started. Because it's really not that cold out. It's, the sky's beautiful this morning. We're mid-February. It's probably 45, 50 degrees out this morning. Beautiful day. Skies are clear. The birds are singing. It's just a nice day. So I'm not going to have a big fire in the fireplace all day. It's just going to be something really quick to cook with. So normally what I do is just split up this is some old pine planking. I used it to build the kitchen cupboards and stuff with. I had to cut some down. These are scrap pieces from that. This will start really fast. And then I have leftover pieces of the hardwood floor that I just put down. That's red oak. And of course, it's all stuff that I cut, so there's no chemicals on any of this stuff. This wood here is probably 200 years old plus, so it'll start really nice. So anyway, I don't use any fancy. There's a lot of stuff on the market now for splitting firewood. I'm an old school kind of guy. This axe has been around the block a couple times. My son actually found this in a state park in Pennsylvania when he was a kid, and we've had it, we've thrown it. That's why it's all taped up. It's been broken several times. So anyway, let's just get some wood split up, and then we'll get in there. You just got to watch your fingers at the end, that's all. And it all doesn't need split that small. That's probably enough of the small stuff. The rest of this I'll just put in here. That's where I keep all my wood. Now this stuff, I'll split a couple pieces small. And then just get a little bit bigger with it. Again, I just need to keep a fire burning underneath that steak long enough to heat it up. And I don't like my steak too done, so it ain't gonna take long. There you go, that should do it. Let me gather this up and take it inside and we'll go from there. That didn't take long, did it? I used this leather bag that I just brought out to stack my wood on to carry it in. One bag of that ought to be plenty. let me take this in. We'll get a fire started. I have a broken or a popped rib, one or the other. So I have to be really careful what I do with my left arm. I tripped and fell on a ladder. Not a good thing. So I just have to be super careful how much weight I pull with that left side. All right, let's go. Okay, about time to get rid of this coat too. That's better. All right, now let me get that damper opened up. That's out of my way a minute. Okay, now I use just about anything I can get my hands on to build a fire with. In this case, just a little bit of cardboard. And I don't need very much. I've only got 2 left. Better make them count. What I've got here for cooking while I'm getting the fire going is I've got this rack, and these all come across here so that I can build a place to throw hamburgers, steaks, whatever. And I basically just leave those in there off to the side normally, unless I'm going to have a bonfire. For now, I'm just digging out the pine. Okay, I'm gonna start putting some oak on there. The pine's just starting to burn, so when it gets going real good, it'll take off. Okay, while we're waiting for that to start getting hot, there's my steak. I picked that up at Burbick Farms, here local, Columbiana. I'm in Lisbon, they're in Columbiana. I actually was going to do a big party, like with all my friends, and I did that party, but I did it in secret. We just did it, no filming. We just had a party and celebrated. I think we celebrated 2 million views. So that was my celebration for then. But I had some left over, and I figured I would do one for breakfast this morning for you. Anyway, look at the size of that chunk of meat. Isn't that going to make one heck of a breakfast? So can't wait to get that on there. Well, I think I got her going pretty good. I'm just going to stack it on there, let it burn down to charcoal. Of course, I don't want all of that fire. I want more of a charcoal base. So I'm just going to let it burn down for a while. And then once I'm ready, it won't take long, 10-15 minutes probably. Then I'll start cooking. If I need a piece or two in a little bit, I'll put it on there. So anyway, let's let that burn down, and let's sit and talk about the fun things that are coming up this summer. Hi, buddy. Gonna say hi to the camera. Come here. Come here. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. So, let me see. What's the first ones to come? Last summer, I bought a Surrey, which is a 6-person bicycle. It has 2 seats in the very front for children. It has a driver and a passenger in the front seat, and then it has 2 back seats and 4 people pedal to make this thing go. And again, I purchased it. It wasn't anything I built. However, the reason I bought it is because I have 2 engines that I wanted to put one of them on it, maybe even both. One is I have a steam engine that I wanted to make a steam-powered car. That would be a steam engine. I probably will do it, but it won't be so much a public thing. The other side is I have an old 1919 hit and miss engine. I've already mocked that engine up on that bike. Okay, have you ever felt like as the world is moving in one direction, you're going the opposite? Yeah, electric cars, brushless motors, solar panels, and me, hit and miss engine. I'm going to fire it up for you. Hold on a second. Boy, I got that baby running perfect, and I do mean perfect. It only fires when it needs to. And it'll go a little slower if I move this rod. There. I can't wait to take that into parade, huh? So my goals are, before the summer comes, to be able to cruise around town. I got to get away from that just a little bit. That baby is getting hot. To be able to cruise around town with that Surrey bicycle, with that hit and miss engine, pushing it. Now, I want to keep the pedals in the front because that makes it a power assist. So I want to be able to still put 2 people in it, pedal it down the street. But I'm going to put that hit and miss engine on there to push it, you know, down to the fair or whatever. With me being Johnny Appleseed in Lisbon, I think it would be so cool for Johnny Appleseed to have this hit and miss engine or steam powered car. Steam would be more back toward his time. I think in the end of his days, the steam engine was probably just in the developments and coming to the United States. So anyway, I would like to do that. So that's one of them. The garden. Emily bought this huge garden kit that come with thousands and thousands of seeds, hundreds of varieties of plants. So we're going to sort through that and see what's going to fit in that garden. Plus, I'm going to plant a lot of potatoes. So I'm going to share a lot of that garden with you over the summer. Let's see. Boy, it's hard to tell. You know, things come to me so quick. The apple trees, of course. The Appleseed Festival come September. I want to be able to document that festival and bring that to you as well. So anyway, I'm getting a serious burn here being against this thing. So I'm going to step a couple steps away and let you go for now. I'll be back when we're ready to throw that steak on there. Okay, while I'm waiting for that fire to burn down, I want to get this steak ready. Now, I do not like a lot of seasoning. Basically, salt. That's it. I love to taste just the flavor of the meat. So let me This is rock salt with some pieces of onion in it, so you get a little bit of onion, which I'm okay with that. I just don't like a lot. I'd rather have just the salt. A lot, and to be honest, even though it looks like that's a lot of salt, it's really not. Some of the restaurants, I can hardly eat the steak because there's just too much salt on it. There's a lot of meat there. I think that was 46 ounces. And some of that's going to come off on the plate, and when I cook it, it's going to drip off of there. So that's good. And I do not like my steak overcooked, so I'll tell you what, I'm getting excited. I can't wait to get that baby on there. So let me let it burn down a little bit more, and then we'll get her cooked up. These grates normally keep a pretty good layer of fat on there. I just wipe them off a little bit, just like I would a grill. They're already hot. That's good enough. Whew. Okay. I'm still waiting for that fire to burn down a little bit, but I thought about one of the other things that I have that's really cool, and we're going to do something with them, maybe many of things. So what I was using for the boiler on the steam engine, and that's going to be in the video, you'll be able to see it, is actually an original hot water tank from like the very early days, before we had hot water in our basements all the time. This is what they used to produce hot water, which is, I have 3 of them actually now. 2 of them are just basically hot water tanks. The other one is a cook stove with a hot water tank built around it. So when you build a fire in those, if you contain it, of course, you get steam. So that's how I'm powering that steam engine. But also, if you put water in there and contain it and get steam, you can also condense that steam to distill water. And I think, you know, especially with me being here with close to that train crashing, you know, as we keep advancing this country and other countries, and our water supply is going to diminish terribly bad, where water is going to be questionable, and it probably already is questionable whether or not it's safe to drink. So distilling water is going to be a big thing. So I'm going to build a distill unit using those old hot water tanks just to make drinking water, so that I have a place that, if need be, I don't have to go buy bottled water, because I don't like spending money for nothing. Plus, the chemical that they spill is the same chemical they use to make those plastic bottles. So, you know, my thing is, I just want to be as self-contained for myself, my family, my friends, as I can. So here in the next couple months, probably, I'm going to build a unit that will distill water quickly. We're almost ready. That fire is down to the point that I'm almost ready to throw that steak on there. I don't want the flames to actually reach it too much, but I want it to be pretty hot. So we're probably only just a couple minutes away from throwing that baby on there. Okay, let's get that put on there. Basically, I just spread these across. And just depending on how hot they are. And I know a couple of you are going to get upset because I don't have gloves on. And it is still very hot, but it's cooling off quick. I might actually have to throw a couple sticks on there to keep it hot enough to cook that steak. All right, let's do it. Now, that's what I'm talking about. Listen to that. Just leave it alone for a couple minutes and we'll flip it over. Let's go ahead and flip that baby over there. Boy, that's looking superb. I can't wait to Okay, it is time to pull it off of there. All right, breakfast time. What do you think? I'll tell you what. That looks like any cabin builder's dream right there. So let's cut it and see what it looks like. But first off, a quick prayer. God, thank you. Thank you for all of this. I don't even really know what this is. I live a life that's so much different than I've ever seen in the past that I couldn't be more thankful for your guidance. I also, man, I want to send up a special prayer for those people down in East Palestine. You know, I live close, but I really want to send up a prayer for them, that city, those people. Protect them. You know, what's done is done, and we have to move forward. So protect them in any way you can, and may this steak bless my day. I just, I'm in a place of really, I can't do much now because of this rib being pulled out of place. So may I take this time to relax and enjoy my steak. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Okay, let's dig in. Let's dig in. It is charred beautifully on the outside. With as thick as it is, I know it's going to be nice and red on the inside, which is what I like. I don't like a terribly dry, terribly overcooked steak. I guess the older you get, the more you appreciate this. They're more tender. It's just so much better for a steak that's cooked really fast, but not cooked too much. Again, Burbick Farms. They have a YouTube channel, so I'll put a link in the description of their YouTube channel, so you can check out their herd and how they care for their cattle, and I'm hoping to in the future be able to buy more from them. They're not sponsoring this. This is just me enjoying the steak, but letting you know that I bought this from a local farm where the beef were, you could call them organic. They are just grass-fed cows, like cows should be. So here we go. Let's dig in and see what she tastes like. Let's just take a cut right down through the middle. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm going to let you go while I finish my breakfast, and it is breakfast. I did go down and I cooked breakfast for my mom this morning, but I just cooked for her. Normally I cook for her and myself both, but this morning I just cooked for her so that I could come home and shoot this video. So, because I can't do much of anything else, so I might as well cook a steak and enjoy a steak and share it with you. So anyway, we'll see you next time. I'm looking forward to what the next year has to offer. Not trying to make my life about YouTube, though. That's going to be a fine line between sharing enough with you and truly living this lifestyle, because I don't want to get hung up in always producing videos. There are days that I'm going to want to go fishing and I'm going to want to leave my cameras all at home, or times I'm going to want to go camping and just go and actually relax and go camping. So anyway, I will catch you back here on the YouTube channel for the entire year, hopefully. God bless.